Oh, hi, it's Sopai. Welcome to MLB The Show 19 on the Marlins Baseball channel. By request, I wish to show off my rosters for the upcoming game and season of the Miami Marlins and show off the other teams here. As you can see there on the left, obviously the Miami Marlins are not going to do well this season. They didn't do well last season. I will not spoil that much, but they didn't do well. That's all I'm going to show you because I've already recorded MLB 18, but I have not put up the videos yet. That season's already been done with. But I'll say this, it wasn't pretty. Anyways, here in 2019, the Miami Marlins are 19th overall. They're 27th in contact, 26th in power, 27th in pitching. Defense is 19th, speed is 14th. Their team budget's at 101 million. The New Orleans Baby Cates and the Jumbo Shrimp of Jacksonville are the affiliates. Again, this is and the goal is to finish over 500 and reach the postseason. It's a long shot, but who knows what happens. And also, the Miami Marlins have a new look, as you can see there. It was a redesign from Miami. I love the redesign. I mean, it's a mixture of the new Marlins logo with the classic Florida Marlins logo. If you put into one, we got this, and blend the colors of the Miami lifestyle. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I got the hat, I got the uniforms, and it's just great. Absolutely great. All right, let's go down the list here. We have the Washington Nationals. They are fourth in ranked, fifth in contact, power 15th, pitching is fifth, defense is 20th, speed is second, and their team budget is at 201.5 million. Fresno Grizzlies and the Harrisburg Senators are the affiliates for the Nats. Most people are picking this team to win the division, which is surprising. I mean, this is not my pick for the division. It would go to the Phillies. My prediction will be the Phillies would get in the postseason via either wild card or, in my view, the for the division. This Phillies are my surprise pick for the division, but we'll see what happens. Oh, I forgot the Atlanta Braves. Sorry about that. Anyways, Atlanta Braves. They are the defending National League East champions. 13th in rank, third in contact, power 12, pitching is 24th, defense second, speed is 17th, and their team budget is at 137 million. The Gwinnett Stripers or Strippers. No, it can't be strippers. I wish there were strippers around here. But Mississippi Braves are the affiliates for Atlanta. They were the surprise last year. They win their division, back on the division mountain again in the East. Unfortunately, their run fell short in the NLDS to the Dodgers in 4 games. Playoff inexperience for them, but hell, I think they will make a big run for it again. I wouldn't be surprised if they won the division, though. I mean, that would be something. All right, here's the Mets. The New York Mets, they're 12th in ranked. Contact is 19th. Power 17th. Pitching, they're first in pitching. Fucking DeGrom. Yeah, obviously. Recently, DeGrom just signed a new contract extension, so he ain't going anywhere anytime soon. And also, you had Syndergaard. And defense is 23rd. Speed is 11th. 197 million in team budget. Syracuse Mets and the Birmingham Rumble Ponies are their affiliates. The Mets can make some noise in this season. We'll have to wait and see. Especially, and they also have a brand new spanking closer in Edwin Diaz, and also they have Robinson Cano. And they had made that big blockbuster trade in against Seattle in the offseason. Alright, speaking of the Phillies, this is my prediction for the division. Ranked 7th, contact 8th, power 7th, pitching is 8th, defense is 29th, and speed is 3rd. 203 million is their team budget. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and the Reading Fighting Phils are their affiliates. And now I'm not only saying this is my pick for the division because of Bryce Harper or whatnot. I mean, the Phillies were a very interesting team last year. They made a run for that division, but unfortunately they fell flat in the second half. I hope if they don't do that, this team might do it. With the additions they've had in this team, they might have a chance. But we'll have to wait and see. I think the East is going to be very interesting to look at in the National League. All right, let's jump into the National League Central. We have the Chicago Cubs. They are ranked third, contact ninth, power fourth, pitching is sixth, defense is at first, speed is 16th, and the team budget is at $233 million. And then their affiliates are the Iowa Cubs and the Tennessee Smokies. The Cubbies are trying to rebound after a depressing end of their season, which they had to play game 163 against Milwaukee. They lost that. However, they made the wild card, so they can still get in. Unfortunately, they lost in extras to the Colorado Rockies. Therefore, the Cubs' season was over. And it was a very tough off season for the Cubbies. In my opinion, I don't think the Cubs made any noise this off season. That, in my view, I don't remember. I'd be so wrong, but I mean, I don't think they made a lot of moves this off season. But yeah, this will be a team to watch for. We'll see what happens. Cincinnati Reds, however, did make a lot of noise this off season. Their rank is 14th. Contact is first. They have the best contact in baseball. In this game, actually. Not in the game. Power is 8th. Pitching is 20th. Defense 26th. Speed is 29th. 162.5 million. Team budget, Louisville Bats, and the Chattanooga Lookouts. They did make some noise because they had that blockbuster trade with the Dodgers, which they got. The Reds got Yasiel Puig, Alex Wood, and Matt Kemp, and I think other players as well, for Reds giving up their players. But yeah, that was I think Homer Bailey was part of that deal, but then afterwards Homer was released. I think that's how it went down. And I think Homer Bailey was signed by some team. I think it was Kansas City, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a big trade. Really big trade. Cincinnati Reds, in my opinion, are going to be a very interesting team to look at as well. See where I think if the ball rolls their way in a good way, I think this team can win over 80 games. But we'll have to wait and see. Milwaukee Brewers, one of my friends' team, and this is the defending National League Central champs. It took them 163 games to get it. Now ranked is 10th, contact 12th, power 3rd, pitching is 14th, defense is 16th, speed is 27th, and their team budget is at $158 million, with the San Antonio Missions and the Biloxi Shuckers as their affiliates. This team is another interesting team to look out for. Again, this will be one of the top 3 teams in the Central. But again, it's going to be tough for Milwaukee to repeat. I mean, they had to, again, get the ball rolling their way, then they can make another run for it. This team got into the NLCS, but unfortunately came 1 win short as they lost crushingly in 7 to the Dodgers. But let's see what happens to Milwaukee this season. Pittsburgh Pirates. It's sad to see that this team at once was a playoff team, but it just slowly fell to the ground and back to mediocrity again. Ranked 20th, contact 10th, power. They're last in power in that. Pitching is 12th, defense 24th, speed is 23rd, 97.5 million is their team budget. And Indianapolis Indians and the Altoona Curve is their affiliates. I don't know much to say about this team except good luck. They're in a tough division, and it's going to be a long while again for the Pirates to become relevant, but we'll see what happens. All right, this is the St. Louis Cardinals. Well, do they have a lot of that little magic pixie dust of bullshit in them? My opinion, yes, they do. They're ranked 9th, contact 7th, power 9th, pitching 13th, defense 12th, speed is 19th. They have 116.5 million in their team budget. The Memphis Redbirds and the Springfield Cardinals are their affiliates. Call me crazy, but this is my pick for this division. Yeah, I do make crazy predictions, but yeah, this is my pick. Oops, I almost dropped that. Yeah, this is my pick to win that Central. There'd be the surprise pick. I made 2 surprise picks. Phillies winning the East and Cardinals winning the Central. Call me maybe a little to no shot, but hell, anything can happen in sports. But yeah, this is my pick. I still think the Cardinals still can kick some ass. They kick ass. I like the Cardinals. All right, now let's get to the West, National League West. This is the Arizona Diamondbacks, ranked 22nd, contact 27th, power 16th, pitching 15th, defense 21st, speed is 6th, $151 million in team budget. The Reno Aces and the Jackson Generals are their affiliates. Like the Pirates. It's sad to say that this team we used to call a playoff team. Now they're just in rebuild mode again. And a big loss they had was Paul Goldschmidt. They lost him to St. Louis. St. Louis Cardinals. Also, recently, Steven Souza Jr. is out for the season, even though he's in the game. But he is officially out for the season after tearing an ACL in a spring training game. So it's gonna be rough. Or it's gonna be a rough season for the Diamondbacks, in my opinion. That's for sure. Sad, very sad. All right, this is the Colorado Rockies. They are 11th in rank, 6th in contact, 6th in power. Pitching is 16th, defense 17th, and speed is 10th. 185.5 million is their team budget. The Albuquerque Isotopes are and the Hartford Yard Goats are the affiliates for the Rockies are going to be a very interesting team to watch as well. I mean, they got to the NLDS, but unfortunately swept in 3 by Milwaukee. But I still think they got an affordable team. They did lose some players here and there, but again, this is a affordable team that can give the Dodgers some competition in that division. This is not a really good, not a really strong division this year. Again, the Rockies and the Dodgers are the 2 strong teams in this division. Eventually, the Padres are going to be in that mix because they got that new addition in Manny Machado. Yay! But again, as of right now, this is going to be a 2-team race for that division. All right, speaking of the Dodgers, this is the defending National League West / National League champion Dodgers, 2-time defending National League champion Dodgers. They are 6th in overall, 13th in contact, power 5th, 7th in pitching, 14th in defense, 13th in speed, 205.5 million in team budgets. Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Tulsa Drillers are the affiliates for the Dodgers. Dodgers are still the team to beat in the West, and they're looking to repeat again as National League West champions. They almost got dethroned last year by the Rockies. But I think they're going to be looking at up again and keeping that crown for some time. And they still got Kershaw on there, that's for sure. But they had that big trade. And they did lose out to Manny Machado and the Bryce Harper sweepstakes. So they did not get those players. And, to me, this is a question mark for the Dodgers. They are my pick for the West. But again, this is a question mark for me, for this team. We'll see what happens. San Diego Padres made some noise this offseason. 21st in rank, 24th in contact, power 14th, pitching is 22nd, defense is 3rd, 21st in speed, 135.5 million in team budget. The El Paso Chihuahuas and the Amarillo Sod Poodles are the affiliates for the San Diego Padres. The Padres were one of the winners in the sweepstakes as they landed Manny Machado for quite some time. A big ass contract, over $300 million, and Manny Machado is going to be there for years. San Diego's moving up in the world, but again, even with Manny Machado there, I still think that's not good enough for San Diego. Give it a few more years, and this team could be given a few more years in their farm system, make their players grow a little bit more, and this team can go places. Just don't do anything stupid, San Diego, please. All right, the San Francisco Giants. 18th in rank, 17th in contact, 29th in power, 9th in pitching, defense is 10th. Speed, they're last in speed, 191.5 million in team budget. Sacramento River Cats and the Richmond Flying Squirrels are the affiliate for the Giants. Well, there was a time that the Giants were the first to three-peat. I mean, not three-peat. Build a dynasty. 2010, 2012, 2014. They almost had another run in 2016, but the Cubs stopped them. But now the Giants are just slowly dwindling and dwindling. Bruce Bochy is the manager of that. Will be his last year in the Giants managing. As he says, he announced he will retire after this season, which is great. He was one of the great managers, bringing them to 3 championships. But yeah, the Giants really don't have a lot on the table for the organization, and well, again, let's see what happens to them. I honestly see them winning maybe about 60 something games, maybe. San Diego, I see them winning about 70 something, around there. But anyways, that's the National League. Let's go to the American League. Yay! And we start off with the Baltimore Orioles. 30th. They're ranked last in the game. 30th in length. They're ranked last in contact. 20th in power. 29th in pitching. Ranked last in defense. 15th in speed. They're in the middle in that one. 119 million in team budget. Norfolk Toads and the Bowie Bay Sox. What's to say about this team? I'll try to, no offense to the teams that I talk about here. Obviously, this team is not going anywhere and anytime soon. They're in rebuild mode. They lost Adam Jones and Manny Machado and others. And this team is going to rebuild for years to come, and they're not getting anywhere anytime soon. Oh boy, they lost over 110 plus games, and I expect that to be the same this year coming up. Maybe they'll improve and win. Maybe not. I'm trying to say anything positive about Baltimore, though. But that's the reality of it. They're gonna lose 100 games again, and for years to come. Sorry, Baltimore. It's sad to see this team was a contending team, but now they're just. Ugh. All right, here is my guys. My home team, the world champions, the Boston Red Sox, 5th in ranked, 4th in contact, 13th power, 10th in pitching, defense 11th, speed 25th, $240 million in team budget. The Paul Tiger Red Sox and the Portland Sea Dogs are the affiliates. I mean, they look really, honestly, in my opinion, they look really, really, really good in paper. Question is, can this team repeat? Yes. Will they win the same amount of games they did last year? No. I don't see them winning, or I don't see them winning that much, nor winning as much games as they did. They won 108 games last year in the regular season, but this team, in my opinion, is not my pick for the East. I see this team getting into it via the wild card. Because there's another team that honestly that is better than the Sox, honestly, in my opinion. And I'm sad to say it. It's these guys. The New York Yankees. They are they're first in rank. They have the best team in this game. Contact is 11th, power first, pitching 4th, defense 6th, speed 22nd, $247 million budget. And the Scantron Wilkesboro FIWB. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry if I don't. Rail Riders and the Trent Thunder are the affiliates. Dear God Almighty. Honestly, the Yankees made a lot of noise in this offseason, making some add-ons to their team. And honestly, they looked really good, and they looked primed to win a championship this year. Honestly, yeah, this is actually my pick to win it all this year. The Yankees. I mean, they got a lot of good stuff. As long as the shit doesn't hit the fan, this team is gonna win it all, and probably more for years to come. Which I'm gonna hate because I hate the damn Yankees. No offense, but yeah, again, Boston fan. Gotta hate the Yankees. I have a lot. There's a few Yankee players though I have a lot of respect for, but damn, I hate this organization. But yeah, this is my pick to win it all. Fuck this team. All right, here are the Tampa Bay Rays. They are in the middle of things. They're 15th in overall, 18th contact, power 24th, Pitching 11th, defense 18th, speed is 4th, $89 million team budget. The Durham Bulls and the Montgomery Biscuits are the affiliates. All right, guys, be honest with me. Who picked this team to win 90 games? Hell, even over 500, be over 500. Most, if not all, people did not see this team win 90 games. Hell, I didn't even see them win 90 games. They were the surprise team in the American League. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get in the postseason. I mean, that was surprising. Thankfully, the A's did something. The Oakland A's did something. They squeezed in to that postseason. Tampa Bay was just something else. 90 wins, and honestly, I feel like this team might be better, slightly better, or maybe just still maybe not as good as 90 wins, maybe a little bit less. But I still see this team can win be over 500. But goddamn, some people are picking this team to be a wild card team. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Though. Hey, surprise me, Tampa. All right, let's get to Toronto. 27th in rank, 29th in contact, 25th in power, 21st in pitching, defense 27th, 24th in speed, 116.5 million in team budget. Buffalo Bisons and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats are the affiliates. Toronto. It's again like the other teams I mentioned. It's sad that this team was a formidable contender for a few years, and now they just fallen flat obscurity, and now in the process of long rebuild. But they do have some talent though. They got Vlad Guerrero Jr. At least you have him, and who knows? They might spawn into a big star coming up. But yeah, it's gonna take a long time for Toronto to become relevant again. It's sad to see this team go, but damn. Sad, really sad. Alright, we have the Chicago White Sox. Oh wait, we jump into the NL Central now. Chicago White Sox, 24th in rank, 20th in contact, 22nd in power. Pitching is 19th. Defense is 22nd. Speed is 8th. Team budget at 129.5 million. And the Charlotte Knights and the Barrington Barons are the affiliates. The White Sox sadly missed out on the Manny Machado / Bryce Harper sweepstakes. They didn't get nothing, and your guys are not going anywhere this season. They did grab one of my minor leaguers in a trade, and he did some wells. Unfortunately, he got hit with Tommy John and won't be out until 2020. I forgot what his name though, but it's pretty sad he will not be part of that crew. Honestly, I think the White Sox. Well, I think the White Sox lost 100 games last year. Yeah, but again, this team has still got a long ways to go to become relevant in the Central, and let's hope for the best for your teams to develop. That's all I can say about it. All right, the Cleveland Indians, the reigning AL Central champions. They're 8th ranked, 25th in contact, power is 19th, pitching is 2nd, defense is 8th, and speed is 18th. And their team budget is 159.5 million. Columbus Clippers and the Akron Rubber Ducks are the affiliates. Cleveland Indians, you'll be stupid enough not to pick them as your AL Central champions. Well, guess what? I am stupid. I did not pick them as AL Central champions this year. Honestly, I feel like there's another team that is going to overshadow them. They did lose some players, but I still think this team is the team to beat in the Central. Honestly, but there's another team that is going to go after them, and that's the Minnesota Twins. I think the Twins are more stacked than Cleveland right now going forward. But let's see what happens. Hopefully, Twins don't let the shit hit the fan for the Twins. I mean, geez, I'm rooting for them to make some noise for once. God damn. Alright, here's the Detroit Tigers. 28th in ranked, 23rd in contact, 23rd in power, 30th in pitching. They have worst pitching in this game. 25th in defense, 5th in speed, 134.5 million is their team budget. The Toledo Mudhens and the Erie Seawolves are their affiliates. Tigers, not much to say about the Tigers, the fact that they are rebuilding for the future. They do have Miggy. Sadly, Miggy is going to be in there and in part of a rebuild. sad to see Miggy because he only has one title, and that was in 2003 with the Fish. But again, well, he made another World Series appearance in 2012, but that's about it. Nothing else. I mean, this Tiger team is going to rebuild for years to come, like most teams now and then, because of super teams and all that. Blech. But yeah, sad to see Miggy have his career like that to be in a rebuild. I was hoping he would win more titles than just one, but that's not happening anytime soon. And I think he's gonna only be sticking with one in his career. All right, Kansas City Royals. They are 26th ranked, 28th in contact, 27th in power, 28th in pitching, 5th in defense, 1st in speed. This team is built for speed. 129.5 million. Omaha Storm Chasers and then Northwestern Arkansas Naturals are their affiliates. I did read a thing saying that this Royals team is built for speed, and that's what they are. They have a lot of fast guys in their club. Um, so, the 2015 World Champion Royals, they were something to behold in for those years, but they just fell slowly down. With the absence of Eric Hosmer and Lorenzo Cain and others, it's just Kansas City is gonna just looking up into the other teams. And their team's 2019 season took a massive hit with Salvador Perez opting for Tommy John, and he's out for quite some time. So Kansas City is gonna be a shell of its former self. Back in the old days, mediocrity. I see this team possibly winning about 60 over maybe 70 games if they're lucky. We'll see. All right, this is my pick for the AL Central. The Minnesota Twins, 17th ranked, 16th contact, 11th power, 18th pitching, defense is 13th, speed is 12th, and team budget is 148.5 million. With the Rochester Red Wings and the Pensacola Blue Wahoos are the affiliates. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Twins did some good things off season. I mean, despite the numbers you see on the left there, honestly, they did some good things. Honestly, I think this will be another one of those surprise picks for myself. That the Twins will win the Central. Is that people are gonna think I'm crazy just picking these teams. Like, how are they gonna? You think he's gonna win the Central? Again, this is my predictions. I'm always wrong. But yeah, I see them winning it or giving Cleveland some challenge to that division. But yeah, this is my team to pick. They had some Nelson Cruz. I remember getting selected here and from Seattle. And yeah, again, Minnesota. All right, we have the Angels, 19th ranked, 14th contact, power 21st, 23rd in pitching, defense is 4th, speed is 26, $203 million team budget. Salt Lake Bees and the Mobile Bay Bears are the affiliates. Angels, well, are looking at new pastures as after many years, Mike Solskjaer is no longer running that team. They have a new manager now, and let's see what happens to the Angels this year. And recently, Mike Trout was signed to a over $400 million plus contract, so he's pretty much set an Angel for life, for his career, that is. So he ain't going anywhere anytime soon, even though he was going to be a free agent next year, but he ain't going to be going anywhere anytime soon. And I know best of luck for Mike Trout and others. Also, you got Shohei Ohtani, which he is still injured. He'll be potentially ready for like later in the season. But yeah, Angels, it's gonna be tough. But honestly, if they're gonna try to get in postseason play, they gotta get the wild card. Because obviously, I don't see the Astros giving that freaking position anytime soon. All right, Oakland A's. One of the surprise teams last year. They're 16th in rank, 26th in contact, power second. Pitching is 17th, defense is 9th, 20th in speed, $122 million team budget. The Las Vegas Aviators and the Midland Rockhounds are their affiliates. This was one of the surprise teams last year. I don't think anybody, and be honest with me, guys, like the Tampa Bay Rays, who thought this team was going to go anywhere last year? I don't think anybody picked this team. I don't think anybody did. And they won like over 90, what was it, over 95 games? And they made the playoffs. Unfortunately, they were shot down by the Yankees in wild card. But it was fun to watch this team. This was a very good team, but I just want they weren't good enough to get through the Yankees, which was sad. Uh, but again, this team might go places. I don't know if they will be as good as they were last year, but don't sleep on this team. This team can make some noise, especially with Chris Davis on their team and others. But let's see what happens with the Oakland A's. Again, the Oakland A's, honestly, in my opinion, well, they were at one point in the hunt for a division. They were catching Houston at one point, but they just fell off the map and just like settled for a wild card. So, oh well. At least they got in the playoffs. Seattle Mariners, 25th in rank, 15th in contact, 18th in power, 26th in pitching. Defense is 28th. Speed is 28th. And $169 million team budget. The Tacoma Rainiers and the Arkansas Travelers are their affiliates. Seattle Mariners, what can I say to them? Well, then again, they did start the season on a good note in Tokyo, Japan, by taking the first 2 games from Oakland in Tokyo. It was a nice, and also was a nice send off for Ichiro, which sadly he has called a career in Tokyo. But it was a perfect way to end his career in Tokyo. Unfortunately, he didn't fulfill his thing, saying he wanted to play till he's 50. But I guess Father Time was beating up on him, and he told him, and that was it. But then again, what was the perfect way to go out in your home in Japan? So yeah, best of luck to him in his career, in his future, and obviously, in my opinion, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer for for MLB Hall of Fame, Cooperstown. But also they have another player in Felix Hernandez. Jesus Christ almighty. It's such a great pitcher he is, but he's kind of fallen off the map. Plus, he's been in this team for his career, and he still hasn't tasted postseason. And honestly, I don't see this team doing that as well. What a wasteful career. Sad to see this team dwindle. Anyways, let's go to the Texas Rangers. 23rd in rank, 21st contact, 20th in power. Pitching is 25th. Defense 7th. Speed is 9th. 146.5 million. The Nashville Sounds and the Frisco Rough Riders are the affiliates. Texas Rangers are a building. They're going places, but they have to rebuild as well, and I don't think they're gonna be much noise. Adrian Beltre has also called it a career last year. Such a great career he's had. One of those players that they had a great career, but has not won a championship. But he was so fun to watch. Played for Texas, and he would be sadly missed. Is he a Hall of Famer? Well, in my head, yes, but I don't know about the writers and all that crap because they're freaking tight about that. But honestly, he was great. Texas Rangers, though, it's gonna take some time for them to be relevant again. We'll see what happens to them. All right, here is the defending AL West champion Houston Astros, ranked second overall, ranked second in contact. Power is 10th. Pitching is third. Defense is 15th. Speed is 7th. 222.5 million is their team budget. The Round Rock Express and the Corpus Christi Hooks are the affiliates for the Houston Astros. This team was not going to fold very easily. This team will win the division very easily. And this team will get back into the postseason easily. I like saying easily. But this team is still the team to beat in the American League, despite the fact the Red Sox and the Yankees are coming up the ranks. This team is still formidable. They still got the team, and they will be here for years to come. I mean, the Red Sox had a tough time getting through them in 5 games. And that ALCS, that was a pretty good division series, though. I mean, championship series. But again, they will be back stronger than ever, and I still think this team can make the World Series and win the World Series. We'll see what happens. All right, so now we have the teams out of the way. Now it's time to select the Miami Marlins. Obviously, they're going to be my team. And this is how I work things out here. I leave the settings as is. GM contracts are on, fantasy draft off, free agents off, roster control off, CPU trading is on, ignore budgets it's off, force trades is off, and designated hitter is an auto. I leave it as that. All right, so this thing was here last year in the the MLB 18, the show. I leave it as, actually I set up as this: the auto manage, which is the set lineups and rotations, injury management. They automatically do that. Uh, Auto manage development task and general manager task. I let auto manage. I just let the game do its thing. And the thing here is that spring training, I just let it do spring training and all that, and see, like, if there's any injuries or whatnot during the simulation of the games and all that. I let it do that. Please wait. Oh yeah, because of the little notification there. You touch the thing. It says tutorials and all that. Transaction handbook. They usually give you that to start the season. And as you can see here, yes, this is the spring training. Sorry, excuse me. I've been talking a lot and my throat is like, ugh. But anyways, let me take a quick drink here for a second. I don't know why, but my throat hurts. But anyways, this is the franchise mode main menu kind of thing. And let's take a look at our rosters and all that. on the up hand, we have Starling. Oh, whoops. We have Starling Castro leading the way. His overall is at 82, and yeah, he's our big player for the team. Actually, I'm gonna go by different division, not all of them. And you can see the current roster strategy on the top right is rebuilding. Obviously, this is the team is rebuilding. They will be like that for years to come. Wei-Yin Chen is our starring player. Jose Urania is, honestly, I'm gonna try to make it look like it's the actual the look of the Marlins in real life. What they're doing, honestly, they're gonna start Wei-Yin Chen in the bullpen, not here. They're gonna not in the starting lineup. They're gonna start him in the bullpen as a long reliever. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let the young kids do it. I'm gonna try to copy as much as I can to what the Marlins start off with this season. So, and I had to say, why you're doing that? Because I wanted to. That's why. I just want to see how it works out. You have Trevor Richards, Pablo Lopez. Not bad numbers. And here's a funny thing. Dan Straley here. On the, what is it? I think it was 2 days ago, in the morning, 2 days ago, they released Dan Straley from the Miami Marlins. He is no longer on this team, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Maybe I'll actually release him here, and we'll work from there. Actually, I'm gonna just do that now. I'll just release him now. There. Now he's no longer existent. Let's just make it look like it's the actual roster and all that crap. But yeah, Dan Straley was released, and because he had an abysmal spring training, and I guess again the Marlins still looking into the fact they want to build on youth and all that. So the so again, a low overall numbers, but again, this is this team is not built to be good this season, and it will not be for years. Not be until maybe hopefully years to come they will be good. We got Steckenrider, which is our reliever. Caleb Smith. Uh, Caleb Smith was a and yeah, Adam Conley was a starter for the Marlins, but now turned to reliever. Teheran Guerrero, Austin Bryce, Jalen Garcia. Some of the names I know, they were starters, but they just turned into to relievers. Just to build and all that. I mean, look at the age actually on this thing. They're just young. I mean, hell, look at all the relievers. They're not even as it's like not even older as me. Again, a lot of people in my age and all that. I have Sergio Romo with a pitcher we picked up from Tampa Bay. He's our closer. Age 36, 78 overall. But yeah, these are other closers from the minor leagues. This Jorge Alfaro was one of our pickups we got from Philly from the for that JT Realmuto trade. There was other players that were picked up as well, which is very very interesting. This is Pedro Alvarez, first base. I don't remember having Pedro Alvarez. Maybe I haven't watched enough Miami baseball, but yeah. And another one we have is Neil Walker. We made a pickup for him. Be our. Those are not bad numbers though. That's for sure. We picked him up from Milwaukee for his time in Milwaukee. I know Neil Walker mostly from the Mets, but yeah, he went to the Brewers last year and they made the playoffs. Martin Prado has been with us for quite some time. He hasn't seen a lot of a lot of action as of late, which is kind of tough. He hasn't. It's been tough for him to get healthy though. I mean, you can see. Look, he only played 54 games last year, and then 2017, 37. I mean, it's tough for him to get healthy. Gary Cooper is a building first baseman. At 28, played 14 games and batted 212. Let's see. Starting Castro, still with us for his time from New York. He's here. He's got not bad numbers. He batted 278 last year. So he did formerly well. So the static, alright, so I like that. He's a kick static, so he's got his that's his number. His numbers are up. The overall up. I want thing is like, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Thing is like, I try to before every game I would like to try to get them to like either ecstatic, good, satisfied kind of thing with their team role. I'm looking more at their team role, not contract wise. I can do give them a better contract and try to put that up. But I don't really want to do that much. Coaching is something I do change. If there's certain coaches that they have like the B rank, the C, and such, that I like to like get rid of those guys and try to get like coaches that have that A rank and try to get them. So that will give them the happy look, like the ecstatic look. So that will really help the players out, get their overall up, and their attributes go up a bit. I like to do that. And yeah, that's one of the things I like to do. We have Yadiel Rivera. I remember using him last year. He was mostly a pinch runner. All right, Brian Anderson was one of the surprise names last year for the Marlins. He made his mark, and he's looking to make his mark this year coming up as well. For his transition to different positions, he was like mostly an infielder kind of player. Brian Anderson was, and now he plays first, second, third, left field, and right field. So he's a good utility man. Fortunately, his contract doesn't. Not a good contract looking over there. Maybe I might have to change that. Who knows? I'll have to look into it, see how I do that. Devin Marrero. Oh, wait. I transitioned to I hit the trigger buttons. Devin Marrero, I remember him from his Boston days. Not really impressive numbers for him. And then he was with Arizona at one point. Now he's here in Miami. Yeah, his numbers are not going up as well. It's kind of rough around the edges. He might start in the minor leagues. Might be in the minor leagues. Till then. All right, shortstops. We have two good ones in JT Riddle and Miguel Rojas. Not too bad numbers. I mean, again, I'm going to be shifting around a lot of the position players and all that. See, what sticks and what clicks and all that. We have Curtis Granderson, another pickup that we got. The Granny Man, age 38. Which is like, let's see how it works. I mean, we need an outfielder and really growing Curtis Granderson. Probably this is just a one year thing. Yeah, it is a 1 year deal. He's got good discipline, that's for sure. But let's see what happens with Granderson. The thing will be a very interesting to see him outfield. He's Austin Dean. Again, these names I really don't know much because these are just not household names and all that. These are just like new guys. It's always like that every year here in Miami. Magneuris Sierra. He's an outfielder and should be a nice looking guy out in the outfield. Here's Lewis Princeton, which unfortunately he was did not do well. Did not live up to expectations last year. And wow, look at Jesus Christ! Look at his stats. His stats are like took a hit, massive hit. But in reality, he did not do well in Miami. He batted under 200. But yeah, that was a really tough outing for him. But his potential is ace, so the stats will go up. But honestly, with those stats, I don't think he's even gonna make my roster when I'm adjusting the rosters, the starting roster and all that. I don't think he's even gonna make that cut. That's for sure. I think he's gonna be. I think I'm fine with whatever the game gives me. If Lewis Prince is not on that roster, I'm fine with that. If he is, I'm not too happy about it because of the fact that I might transition into minor leagues and bring somebody up. Peter O'Brien is a right fielder, and it was like vision-wise or discipline-wise, not good. He's going to be striking out a lot if he's on my team. So yeah, but his power and contact are not too bad, but it's just the fact that he swings and misses a lot. So, ugh. And again, the Marlins team is not going to do well this year, so I gotta stay positive and all that. Gabby Guerrero, not too bad numbers, but vision-wise, discipline-wise, he might strike. He's be striking out a lot. That's not too bad though, but Rafael Herrera, not too bad. Well, he's a utility man, that's for sure. Look at that. He can play right field, left field, center field, shortstop, first, second, third. Damn, he looks like a fucking Brock Holt right there. Utility guy. That's pretty good. I like utility guys, and he's got some good feeling. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Isaac Galloway, he was with us for a while. But yeah, that's pretty much the roster. Yeah, it's pretty gonna be interesting. This is Alfaro, 16. Not too bad in contact, but discipline or vision wise, not too good. So you might be striking out. Yeah, these guys are gonna strike out a lot. That's for sure. Here's the default rotation. Again, this is not going to be sticking with me. I'm going to make a lot of changes here and there. See what sticks, what doesn't. Best of luck. Did I bring you guys the entertainment for the Miami Marlins fans? I know there's fans out there, not too much, but, try to give you as much as I can. Starting rotation. Again, we're in spring training, so everybody is here. Again, this is going to change. See what sticks, what's good, and what's not, and we'll go from there. Again, the morale is, let's see, what's the morale? There are 12 people that are ecstatic, 18 are happy, 9 satisfied. Nobody's unhappy, nobody's angry, which is good, really good. I got to change the coaching though because everybody's, satisfied, but once I change the coaching to like the coaches here, once I change it to like Don Mattingly's actually A, so he's got to stay put. And he's the only one. Wow. So I'm gonna be changing all of these besides the manager to to fit the bill, just to make them go A, and that will put their stats up a bit, and that should be good. I don't care about the scouts because this is just a one season thing, so scouts are really not important to me. Uh, I just saw something here. Hold on a second. Does anybody know? I just saw Chris Sale on there for a second, but Chris Sale just recently signed a contract extension, so he's not going anywhere. This is the roster layout here. This is like somewhat before those contract extensions. Some of them got the contract extensions. Most of the recent ones a few days ago did not make the thing here, but I'm sure they're gonna change that up once the season starts and all that. When the first real roster update comes out from the game, but I'm going to roll with this roster that they have right now, and we'll see. We'll see. We'll go from there. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. If I did, I'm sorry, but I'll just leave it at that. All right, so. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the Game 1 of the 2019 Miami Marlins season, which will consist of the Miami Marlins versus the Colorado Rockies. See you.